Wes Kittley, Texas Tech and Abilene Christian. Wes Kittley's Texas roots run deep, much like his coaching legacy in the Lone Star State. Indeed, it didn't take this native Texan long to win his first national championship at Abilene Christian, his alma mater. Then his teams just kept on claiming them. Kittley has continued his winning ways at Texas Tech. During his 25 years at the helm, the Red Raider program has been a beacon of success, highlighted by the school's first NCAA team championship in men's athletics in 2019. Prior to that, he racked up 29 NCAA championships while at Abilene Christian. He's one of only 6 coaches among all sports and all divisions in NCAA history to have coached teams to 30 or more national crowns. Add in a multitude of conference team and individual titles, along with individual NCAA championships and medal-winning Olympians, and, well, you get the picture. Wes Kittley is a winner, and tonight, he's a Hall of Famer.
Congratulations. Please have a seat, Shane. Thanks for being the last guy in the rotation, but it's great to have you here. Warm congratulations. Hall of Famers can be inducted at any time in their career. I did get a little chuckle. You know, you've been at this program now 20 plus years, 25 I think is your season this year. And then I note that in May you signed a 7-year extension. I don't know if that was in conjunction with being named the Hall of Famer, because if I was your agent, I'd say to do that. But what continues to drive you to keep this Hall of Fame career going?
Well, I think I got a head start a long time ago. When I was about 6 years old, my granddad took me up to the high school track practice, and I had seen him buy them a pair of spikes because the school couldn't afford to buy them. And they were popping those trunks of their car and putting those spikes on, and I was 6 years old, and they asked me to jog around, and I'm telling you, at that point on, I was hooked. And I'm not a big golfer. I can golf. It's probably sinful as much as I love to get up and go to work every day and to do this and to hopefully make a difference in some kids' lives. And it's just been a blessing from day one. I've got a 57-year-old baby brother, and he says, "I'm mad at you." And I'm saying, "Well, what did I do?" And he said, "Well, you always knew what you wanted to be, and I'm 57, and I don't know what I want to do yet." So I've just always had a real blessing there.
And, you've had a great run at 2 different institutions, and unique in that you've had success at both those levels. In specific, how did the Abilene experience kind of set the stage for the next phase? And then I know you mentioned to me this morning that you saw something at Tech that maybe others hadn't seen, and what was that caused you to say, "Hey, I want to take a chance on being their program head and see where I can take this thing"?
Yeah, the one thing I have to start off at Abilene Christian, I went there and ran track at Abilene. I was a walk-on, and this story is to really just for all you people out there that started like me. I'm a cotton farmer's son. Walked on at Abilene Christian. I had a decent career. I was 3-time All-American, but never was anything great. But
did you ever arm wrestle?
Director, pardon?
Did you ever arm wrestle?
No arm wrestling. I'm not messing with John.
It could be the after party. All right.
And one day I'd graduated and got my master's, and I was going to go take a high school job. And the athletic director, Wally Bullington at Abilene Christian, saw him walking down very slow, and he said, "Kittley, are you ready for a great challenge of your life?" And he asked me to be the head women's coach. And, I didn't hesitate one bit. And he put a cherry on top and said, "We're going to let you be the dorm daddy for the athletics dorm for $10,000. And so I thought I'd died and gone to heaven right there.
And then what did you see at Tech?
Well, then, let me back up. Then I coached there for a long time, 15 years. But in 83 to 93, I got Cecil Eager, the new athletics director, asked me was I ready for the greatest challenge of my life. And that really changed because he asked me to be the men and women's coach. And I felt like in my career that was just an unbelievable turning point. And we were very, had a great run at Abilene. I'm an ACU Wildcat. And but Gerald Myers, the athletics director at Texas Tech, the former coach, Corky Oglesby, had told him, your track coach is at Abilene, you need to go get him. One of the board members, Jim Sowell, told the athletic director the same thing, and I met him at a Patterson oil company. He interviewed me, and the rest is history.
And anything sweeter than winning your national title in Austin?
I gotta say, that's probably the sweetest thing that I've ever happened to me, is to win it in Austin, no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I suspect Trey Hardy would differ, but I'll ask him next time I see him.
Yep.
It's a busy week for the Kittley family. We've got this Hall of Fame thing here. You've got family here, but there's a notable absence because there's a big sporting event on Saturday you got to get to. Tell us about that.
No, there is. My son is the offensive coordinator, my youngest son, at Texas Tech, which has been a blessing. So we were able to share a lot of memories together and make some. And they have a bowl game this weekend, leave tomorrow, so he's not able to be here tonight.
And they're playing Cal in their last Pac-12 game before they become an ACC school. And you lost me at that point, right?
That's right.
And Shreveport. Well, one of the neat things about doing a lot of prep for this is kind of just seeing how you learn of your announcement into the hall. And so we want to show a little piece of tape, and we'll talk about it afterwards. Okay. So stand by.
What's going on, huh? How you doing?
How we doing? How you, sir?
Good. Yeah, do it.
Sit down.
Yeah, man. Have a seat.
Hey, I got everybody over here for you. I'm honored, as well as everybody here that's working with you. And want to let you know that you've been inducted to the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Dad.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Didn't know that was coming.
It really is.
First of all, your son getting the acronym right, that's extra credit right there. But
Exactly.
When you walked in, did you think it was an intervention?
I had no idea. I walked in, and there was 2 cameras facing me, and then my athletics director was there, Kirby Hocutt, and I'm like, am I either fired or what?
About that contract, Wes. Yeah.
Well, that contract was pretty sweet, so I was glad to
Look it up.
stay there.
You're buying my round afterwards, right?
That's right.
All right, sounds good to me. Again, a lot of people to thank. Your son just did a wonderful job of sort of speaking on behalf of the family, and you could hear it in his emotion of what it meant for him to see you get this recognition. But you don't get this recognition by just what you've done. So who would you like to thank tonight?
Well, there's so many people. I've got, I think,
Like I
3
said, the
tables.
doors don't open until you stop talking.
Yeah, everyone wants the 7th inning stretch, but we're going to have to wait a minute. I'm just like most of these people, but I've got to start with my sweetheart, who I saw in the locker of the 7th grade with those purple dress on and those purple bows. And
Careful now, 7th grade?
That's right.
All right.
So she's been with me a long time, but we'll be married 40 years in March the 11th. So very, very proud. She's been with me the whole time. This is my 40th season, 15 at Abilene and 25 at Tech. My 3 boys, and I have 2 of them here tonight, Jonathan and Chris, and then my daughter-in-laws, Callie and Bree. And I've got 5 grandkids, girls, all up in the rooms. Hopefully they're not tearing up the motel. And then, of course, Zach and Emily are back home, and I know they'd like to be here, but my grandboy's there. But, I couldn't do this. If people that know me, I love getting up and going to work every day, but I love my staff. And I've got a table full over here of all my staff, and I'm just so proud of them. Well, I hope when you work for me and you're a part of our program that you're part of our family. And I've got so many people to thank. But I know John Murray's been with me from Abilene to even here. And then Zach Glavish, who ran for me, and I got to coach him in the 800. Keith Hurston's jumps coach. I think I'm even seeing my Olympian Bradley over there. Tom Slagle, my pole vault coach. His wife, Christy, is here. And there's Coach Rob back there with his beautiful wife, Precious. And, my director of ops, Lana, has been with me for a long time. And Cassidy, I just brought her on this last time. And there's so many people I know that voted for me to even get here. And I'm just so appreciative. All the people that ran for me, all the people that have been volunteer coaches, all the people that have just been a part of my life. I'm just so thankful and so blessed. And God's been good to this old country boy, I can tell you that.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, our final inductee tonight, Wes Kittley.
Thank you.